How do we become people of mission? Well, the answer is really an easy one. We already are people of mission. By the very fact of our baptism, we have been commissioned or sent by Jesus into the world to tell the good news, into the world that God loves. Now, a lot of times when we think of mission, we often think of something in a faraway place where we send professional people to kind of bring the good news out there in those foreign lands. But there's nothing more foreign at times than our own household or even the neighbor next door. Each and every one of us can radiate the joy of the gospel, which really begins with our personal relationship with Jesus Christ, that we know Pope Leo has spoken about already so eloquently. It begins with knowing that God loves us and that God has a mission, a plan for each and every one of us in our lives, wherever He sends us. It may not just be only what we do when we're in church. That's part of the mission, to worship the Lord, to thank Him for His blessings. But it's also what we do after church when we go into that world, in our place of work, in our homes, even in our shopping excursions as we do day in and day out. How do we treat people? How do we treat people when we're in difficult situations that come to our lives every day? Like when we have maybe a line to wait on, or traffic perhaps to have to wend our way through. How do we do our work? Do we do it with diligence and awareness that God is with us wherever we are? That's really what it's all about. It's recognizing that Jesus has deputized each and every one of us to somehow bring His message of loving peace and forgiveness and healing into the world. I suppose one way of looking at it is, as we often think of the word mission when we send a diplomat on mission, thinking of ourselves, as St. Paul says, as ambassadors for Christ. How can I be a good ambassador for Jesus? By my example, by my attitude, or maybe just by the smile on my face.